Hello, guys. It's so good to be back here with you. I'm very excited to talk about today's topic, and it's a beautiful day to do so, to be in mission. Um, I could apologize for this horrible lighting, but I'm just going to say it's my divine glow. It's the angels behind me. So, if you don't know me already, my name is Sarah Walker. I am a copywriter and a brand strategist. And I am also a twin flame in full mission. So that's what I wanted to talk about today because I think it's super important. If you're a twin flame or any type of light worker, your mission is kind of like the cornerstone to why you're here, right? It's the key to getting into union, it's the key to happiness, to self-love. So it's super important. Now, what I wanted to talk about today is how to make money in your mission, right? So a lot of people, or a lot of twin flames especially, when they finally figure out what their mission is, which takes quite a while to come into your true self and be able to connect with your team and figure out what your mission is. And by the time you figure it out, then you start thinking, well, how the hell do I make money actually doing this? How do I make that change from your 9 to 5, or maybe you already have a business, but most likely you don't. You're probably in a 9 to 5 that you may or may not like, but it's not your mission, and you need to make that transition to full blown mission, right? So I've done it. So I'll start a little bit with my story and what I'm doing now, and then I'll tell you exactly what you need to do to start making money in your mission and the exact steps that you need to take. Okay, so my story is I've always been a copywriter. For the last 6 years anyway. If you don't know what a copywriter is, that's basically a writer who sells with their words, right? So any kind of marketing that you need, brand messaging, that kind of thing, like website copy, that's what a copywriter writes. So I did that. So I started that business straight out of university. I always knew I wanted to work for myself. It was a scary transition even then because, how do you make money working for yourself, right? Which I will break down in this video as well, how to make money doing it. So I did that I only came into full-blown mission maybe a year and a half ago, but I was a copywriter and I was doing well. But the thing with that was I had all these clients that were just kind of money hungry. They weren't my ideal clients. I wasn't really making a difference in this world. I had a successful business. Don't get me wrong, I was living a good life, but I just wasn't in mission. I wasn't doing anything to really help people. So I made that transition, like I said, a year and a half ago, and I did a complete rebrand all around creating love in business, which is what I do now, right? I'm a brand strategist, but all of the copy, all of the content, well, it's called copy, but all of the content that I write is divinely channeled. And it was a really scary jump, but when I did it, I felt like I was in full alignment, and by stepping into my mission, my income has almost doubled now because of it. So I'm like, when you do it, you are divinely held. You don't have to worry. Okay. Now, that being said, we're still living in a 3D world where you have to do certain things. You have to market yourself properly and actually give yourself a chance, a fighting chance to do well, right? Which is what this video is about. How do you do that? Okay. So first step is you need to have a brand around you, at least a website. This doesn't have to be, and this is assuming that you want to start a business, okay? Which is usually what you need to do in your mission because it is going to be so far out of this world usually compared to what the mainstream corporate world expects of you. Usually you have to start your own thing, right? So the first thing is you need to brand yourself. So get a website up. Personally, I use Squarespace. I'll put the link below in the description, but Squarespace is very easy to set up. They have beautiful website templates, and it's basically drag and drop. Now, if you've looked at my website, which is divinebrandstory.com, and don't go now, finish this video first, but if you look at that website, I did have it professionally designed, but when I first started, it wasn't. I did it all myself, okay? That being said, I'm a good writer. I'm a copywriter. It's just what I do, right? So the content on the website was always top notch. when you're doing your own brand, usually you have a skill set. Usually you're either really good at design and you're like, I want to do that, but I'm a horrible writer. I have no idea what to say or, how to word things to sell. Or the other way, you're like, I'm a really good writer. I can channel my stuff. I have a clear connection with my team, but the design is totally, I can't do it, right? So my design, when I first did my website, the design was horrible, yes, but I had really good content. And you kind of want one or the other when you're starting out. Preferably both. Preferably you want like A+ content. Well, I say copy, that's what copy is. A+ content as well as A+ design. And if you can afford that and you have the skill set to do it, absolutely. But I would recommend outsourcing one or the other. If you don't have the funds to do so, you know what? Do what you can. But I recommend either outsourcing the content to a copywriter like myself, or there's lots of other copywriters that maybe you resonate with, or outsource the design aspect of it, right? So you either want it to be really beautiful and so the idea here is that you start where you can and then you grow, right? But at the end of the day, get your website launched. If you need to do all the design and all of the content yourself, do it. And then when you get the funds to do so, fix it, okay? But get that website out there. And the key here is to be honest in your messaging. You don't want to sound like everyone else. You are a twin flame / light worker, and you want to stand out. Like, you are here on this earth for a mission to spread love and joy and help people realize that there is love in everything, and they are not a separate entity. They are connected to everyone, right? Which is kind of the point of being a twin flame. So once your website is up, you need to bring in clients. All right. Now, to do that, you need to figure out what you're going to sell first. So you need I always tell people, and I have a course that actually teaches people how to do this, which I will also link below if you're interested in that. But I tell my clients and my students that they need to come up with 3 levels of packages. So kind of like a package that starts at around $100, just like something small to give people a taste of what you do, something that is around $500, and then something that's $1,000 or more, right? So have packages where you think that, and you can include a bunch of different things in them, but just know what you're going to sell, right? Let's say you get someone on a call and they're interested in working with you, you need to know what you're going to sell them and how much that is exactly. If you're sitting there going, I don't know, I think it's going to be about this much. If you want this, we could do this too. People want to work with someone who knows what they're talking about. So make sure you have your packages in front of you. Always, you know what you're going to sell them based on their needs, right? Once you have your packages done, the fun stuff starts, bringing in clients. And this is the hardest thing for not just twin flames, but any business owner, okay? But once you figure it out, once you have that client automated system, you just do it again and again and again, and you can bring in more clients. So there's kind of 2 ways you can go with that, okay? So you can go the way where you're not paying for ads, and the way where if you have the funds, you start doing advertising. I suggest when you're first starting out, you do it the organic way, not paying for ads, because you have no idea, most likely, what your clients want to hear, what they want to buy. And when you're doing the organic marketing, you can actually figure out what works, what sells, what gets them to click, what gets them to talk to you, right? You can figure out what they actually want. So what I suggest is I suggest this. You don't have to do this. You can start with ads. But what I suggest is you start with the organic marketing. And what I did, how I grew my copywriting and branding business to 6 figures straight out of university, and even after my rebrand, this is what I did, right? I got all of my clients from Facebook groups. Facebook group marketing is, once you figure out what to say and what your clients want to hear, it is the easiest way and the cheapest way. It's free to get clients. That being said, it does take time to build up your presence in these groups. I would say that if you do what I say, what I'm about to tell you to do for 30 days, you should have if you know what you're saying, you have your messaging down, you should have a full roster of clients within 30 to 60 days. And in theory, you should be able to quit your 9-to-5 job doing so, right? Again, I teach all of this in my Facebook group marketing course, and I'm not going to go into that too much because I do want to just get this information, give you as much value as possible in this video. But if you are interested in that, I do break down how to do a sales call, how to set up your online profile so that you look professional, how to create your packages and what goes into those. and how to market yourself, what I do every single day, step by step, to market myself in Facebook groups, and how I built my 6-figure business doing so. I tell you exactly what to say, all of that jazz. I will link that, my course below. That being said, what you would do, in theory, like this is what I did, is you post in these Facebook groups every single day. Now, you're probably saying, what do I post? You're going to post a lot of valuable content. So these are a lot of like how-tos. So I would post a lot of things around how to write a sales page, how to write your website copy in 2 weeks or less, how to channel your message, like all of these things that are actionable, things that you can actually teach people, because this is going to position you as an expert. They're going to know that the easiest way to show people that you know what you're talking about is to give them value for free. Because if you're like, I know my shit so well that I'm willing to give my best stuff to you for free, just imagine what it's like when you pay me for this, right? So that's really what it does. So you're going to do a lot of actionable, like how-to posts. You're also going to do a lot of, I would say if you're posting 5 days a week, you want about 2 of those to be kind of personal story posts, so people can see who you are. Because people buy from people, they don't buy from businesses. So if you're showing, like, especially this, right? The whole idea of me being a twin flame is probably what got you on here, because you're going to listen to me and it's part of my story and how I got into my mission, right? That story alone is just showing you that I did it, therefore I'm an expert and I can show you how to do it, right? So that's just an example if you're including your stories in things. But you do that, I'm telling you, 5 days a week. As well as there's some ways I'll do other videos as well on how to reach out to people in these groups, so you don't have to just sit and wait. But if you're posting 5 days a week, people are going to be reaching out to you, okay? But there are ways to reach out to people and without coming off as salesy or anything like that. But yeah, okay? So then if you're ready, that's the organic side. If you're ready for, and again, for the organic marketing, like I said, my course is below. You can check that out. If you're ready for advertising, right? So let's say you're ready to just jump into it. You know you've probably been in the business for a while. Maybe your 9 to 5 is related to your skill set that you're going to use and put that into your mission work and just make it a little more spiritual, where you're actually helping people wake up to love, right? So if you're ready to run your ads, and this is like, you need to know what your clients want. You need to know like what converts, what people want to hear, what they want to buy, to do this, okay? So let's say you're ready for ads. All I do to get clients from my ads is I run an ad for a free training, and they click on that ad and it goes right to a page on my website that has a video with a free training for them. You want this training to be between 10 and 25 minutes usually, but you are giving them a lot of high value content here, again positioning you as an expert, like you know what you're talking about. And yeah, you want it to be related to what you're selling though, right? So for example, my training video is about how to find your brand messaging, right? How to channel your team, how to do the research, how to research your competitors, how to find your what your clients want to hear, and then I tell them that you have to put that in your content, right? And then I say, look, you can go do this yourself, or you can hire me and I can do it for you. And this is my package. This is exactly what I'll do for you, blah, blah, blah. And then I ask them to book a consultation with me. So there's a button underneath the video where they're able to, they click on it and it brings them right to my calendar, and they can book a free 20-minute consultation with me where we'll discuss their needs and see if I can help them with professional branding that I write myself, like done for you, right? So that's like their full website and like their social media, and I have a big package that I'm offering them there. So that's the other side of it, right? So if you want to do the ads, then absolutely go for it. I do suggest that you at least know what your clients want. You have to know what you're talking about a little bit, know what you're offering, know your value, right? Know your worth. To be in your mission is self-love. That's why you were put on this earth as a twin flame, or if you're a light worker watching this, it's all about being in your mission and being yourself and not being afraid to go out there and go get it. And don't be afraid of abundance. Like, to be an abundant being is you're inspiring others to pursue that as well. It's not selfish at all, right? It's actually unselfish to be abundant and be wealthy, because you are showing other people how to do it. the same way I'm here teaching you exactly what to do. Like, you can never be broke enough to make someone else feel rich. So just be rich. All right, so I hope this helped. Please comment below if you like this video, and I will put the link to both Squarespace if you're interested in doing that for your website, as well as to my course if you're interested in using Facebook groups specifically to build your business. All right, so I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye.